There are a couple things I'm working on with Lucy, and that is, one is her jumping up to get the toys. So when I have a toy, she pops right off the ground and she's trying to grab it. She's trying to jump up. Perfect. So what I've been doing is I'm holding the toy, and it looks kind of like you're playing keep away with the dog. So I want her to sit. So the toy's right here. Sit. And I want to be able to move the toy around while she's in the sit. And if she goes to get up, I just take the toy away. I want her to hold that bum on the ground. Yes! Good. So I want her to wait to grab it until I say it's okay, and to keep her butt on the ground. So what we're teaching her there is a bit of impulse control to so that she's not jumping up. So this helps with your chuck it issue. She's jumping up and grabbing that, flying through the air. And basically anytime you have a toy, it shouldn't enter her mouth when she's flying in the air. So if you're playing a game right now where you hold it up and she catches it, we're just going to stop that completely. So that in her mind, the only time she gets to play with the toy is when her butt is on the ground. So what I've done, I'm just putting the toy behind my back right now, and I'm just stopping her from following it. Sit. I want her to be able to do commands without seeing it too. Sit. Nice. Yes, good. So I'm using that release word, yes. I'm going to tug. And the other bit that she was working on with me is dropping. So I've been working on this, so she just dropped the toy right away. I've been working on this with her a little bit, so that she'll drop. Don't be a brat. So she'll drop the toy on cue. She's a bit demanding with toys and food too, doing that barking to try and get it. So you want to also make sure that she's calmed down and she's waiting quietly before she gets a treat. That just comes from she barked a couple times and you gave her the toy or you gave her the food after she barked. Drop it. Good girl. So I've just been trading her treats for toys to practice her drop it. Get it. Get that. Drop it. Yeah. Good girl. So when you go to the park, if you're going to play fetch with her, make sure you bring some treats. And just don't tug of war with her if you're playing fetch and you actually want her to drop it. You're just going to hold the food in front of her face and say, drop it. She likes treats, so she's just popping that right out of her mouth, no problem. Where'd that go? Oh, and I'm going to go get it because you heard me wrinkling that bag. Go get the toy. Get your toy. Where is it? Where? There it is. Come on. Come on, good girl. Go. I don't even get to say it. Come here. Drop it. Yes. Good girl. And then the other part of drop it is continuing to leave it until I pick it up, right? So when I put my hand towards it, she goes to grab it. Good girl. So we play a little game. So you can go one of two ways. You can do it this slow way. So I'm moving my hand towards the toy. And then if she goes for the toy, I just stand back up. I don't try and grab it. It's a tedious game that you can play with her. It takes few repetitions. And then your other option is just to hold the food in front of her face while you pick up the toy. It's kind of hard to do because I'm holding the camera here too. So I'm just going to toss the food off to the side and then I'm going to pick up the toy. So that's an easy way to do it. So make sure we don't ever get to grab it out of the hand. So she needs a reminder still. So that should never be successful. When you grab a toy, you know she's going to jump. So you're always going to make sure that you are ready for it, and you take the toy out of her reach anytime she tries to pop up off the ground. She can't get the toy from that rude behavior. She shouldn't be snapped. So this is what you want. So she offered me that. That's fine. I want that, but I want it quietly. So I'm just counting to 10 in my head. Yes. Good. So that I get a nice quiet sit. She can't be. Yes. Good job. Bring it and drop it. That's what we like. So I'm tossing her off with the food so I can grab the toy. So holding the toy again. Still bouncing. And a lot of the time I'm putting the toy behind my back because I wanted to look at me. There we go. Yes. So I counted to 12 that time. So you want to make sure she holds that so you're getting a nice sit with no barking before she gets the reward. Good girl. And she's dropping the toy right away because I'm giving her a treat every time. So right now I'm still trading her the treat. Once she picks that up and becomes more efficient at it, and she starts getting it as her new routine, you don't have to use the treats anymore. It's just this beginning stage. You're giving her a reason to drop the toy. It's a good girl.